Good morning. We are down in the Walipini. I'm going to do just a short video on my trees down this row, how they did through the winter, what they are, what I plan to do. This guy has been in my house for about 10 years. I bought two trees at the same time, one lemon, one lime. One died, and I'm not entirely sure what this is. I think it's a lemon. But out of all of my trees, I think this one is the only one with a large enough trunk to let it go ahead and fruit out. They say you want to let the trunks get pretty big before you let them fruit out. They'll fruit out, but it really stunts their growth and it takes them longer to grow. So this here is a lemon, and his trunk is almost big enough to let him fruit out. But I think I'm going to go ahead, and when he starts to flower, I will go ahead and take off the flowers, and we won't let these fruit out this year. This is a lime tree, and this is the only one that lost its leaves through the winter. And so I trimmed back the orange stuff, tried to take off the dead stuff. And he has just greened up and really came back. And if you notice, he has a pretty large trunk on him too. I might let this guy fruit out. I'll decide a little bit later, but I think he's established enough that we can probably get fruit off of this guy. This is my grapefruit, and it's one of my bigger trees. It did great through the winter. Really enjoyed the Walipini. It's got a pretty big base on it. I think this is probably, when I bought it, it was a 2-year tree. This will be its 3rd year. I don't think I'll let this guy fruit out. Same with this guy. I think this guy was a 1-year tree when I bought it, which means this is his 2nd year. And so I won't let him fruit out, but I am going to let these blossoms go because, by golly, those blossoms are just pretty. So we'll let it blossom. It's an orange, by the way. So we'll let them blossom out, and then I'll cut back the little blossoms and let this tree establish itself before it tries to give all of its nutrients to its fruit. This guy, he is so tiny. It's also an orange tree. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. After it buds out, we'll take the buds off. I guess I should probably take the buds off before they flower, but I'm really excited to see the flowers. I think it'll be pretty. I don't think it'll harm it too much. So long as it's not wasting the energy to produce fruit, I think we'll be just fine. These are my sad pots. They were bananas. Bananas are very finicky, apparently. They do not like anything under 50 degrees. And unfortunately, down here we did get under 50 degrees. So they have petered out and died. No bananas, but it was fun to try. This is a pomegranate. And let me tell you about a hardy little plant. This guy has probably been replanted at least 5 times. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you knew that we had a terrible flood. And this entire Walipini got filled with water and debris. And I had to save all of these trees. I crawled down in here in the mud and muck and grabbed a hold of the tree stems and pulled them up and threw them in other pots and prayed. And so this guy has probably been replanted at least 5 times. He was so itty bitty when I got him. This is probably his 2nd year, and man, he is just thriving. So excited to get pomegranates. So those are my trees. I do have a blueberry here that is, I hope you can see that, but it's starting to to blossom or bloom out. These guys look pretty darn pathetic. I got them at Home Depot, and they just aren't doing like the one I got from the online place, Forever Trees or something like that. But they are not dead. They just look pathetic. So hopefully these guys will eventually take off. We'll still take care of them. These strawberries in here actually came off of shoots from this side over here, which is my raspberries. So we have raspberries over here, and they are, I should have raspberries here pretty soon, but the strawberries are still going strong. I did get strawberries throughout the entire winter, but I'm fixing to get a whole bunch of strawberries here shortly. So, short video on my trees. I will do another video on what I've planted. I planted in February, and I'll give you an update on that next video. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Have a happy day.